Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and wrapping up Marvel Week is a figure I am excited to have. I was surprised when I saw it, because I never thought we would ever see him in 3 3/4 inch. The legendary, the incomparable, from Series 4, number 11, Beta Ray Bill, or as I know him, Beta Ray Thor. A little history about the character. In the early 80s, an alien named Beta Ray Bill was introduced into the Thor universe. He was actually someone deemed worthy by Mjolnir to wield him. After a brief skirmish, he and Thor realized that both of them were honorable men. Odin stepped in, brought Thor and Beta Ray to Asgard, and after a quote-unquote battle to the death for Mjolnir, Thor lost. I mean, he didn't die. Basically, Thor knocked Beta Ray Bill down, but then Thor collapsed and Beta Ray Bill got up. It was something like that. But Beta Ray Bill would not kill Thor. Odin was touched by this compassion, and as a reward, had built for Beta Ray Bill his own hammer called Stormbringer. Coming out of nowhere, dropping like a rain. Sorry. And Beta Ray was able to use Stormbringer to defend other parts of the universe and his people. It's a great little series. I actually got to know Beta Ray through other comics he appeared in along the way. But here's a back of the card. Little photoshopped image of Beta Ray, the cross cell, and of course Rocket Raccoon. His saying now, collect them all, are all certified to be 100% free of clowns. Little touches like that really make it worthwhile. But let's get to the figure, because this is why I'm here, and this is why you're here. Here he is. Wow. I saw this figure on the shelves of Toys R Us. I was floored. First of all, I wasn't expecting to be able to find him. And when I saw him in person, it was literally wow. The details in his uniform, it's like a gold plastic that shines a little on the legs and boots, and Stormbringer around the belt. The blue parts here and over the shoulders are of a metallic blue type of plastic. And a few things I want to just go in real quick. Hasbro, I think, has finally figured out how to do like plastic capes with these guys. Basically, when you take him out of the package, the cape is fastened in behind the tray, but it's not plugged into Beta Ray Bill, so you can just take the figure out and then take the cape out. There are 2 pegs here that peg into the holes in the back of Beta Ray Bill. But if you notice, the shoulder parts and all that are part of the cape, so it really doesn't affect movement at all. Speaking of articulation, he does have ball-jointed arms, swivel at the armpit, swivel bicep, single-jointed elbow, wrist rotation, open hand here to hold Stormbringer, fist here to punch guys out, waist joint, as well as a ab crunch. Going back, it is a little hindered by the cape, but not too much. I mean, you can work it out and fool around with it to get it the way you want. My one complaint is that the waist and the ab crunch sometimes doesn't line up properly, and it makes him look a little off. It also doesn't help that the cape is molded in a open position, that it's swaying to the side. Ball-jointed legs, swivel at right above the knee, and he does have double-jointed knees, which I did not expect. Forward and back, ankle pivot, rotates at the ankle, no rocker joint. So this is a new mold. He doesn't have the newer articulation. He just has different articulation. I don't know if that really makes sense. Big thing here on the head. He does not have that new swivel ball joint, head joint to make him look up, but what he does have is a heavily articulated jaw. You can see his mouth opens and closes. You can go a little. So while the head articulation is limited, and I know some people who, are like, oh, well, he can't look up while it's flying. That is pretty darn cool. And I think, for what you want him to do, he can do it. Stormbringer fits in his hand really well. He does have a little loop that you can, well, in the package it shows him holding it just like that. Yeah, but, it sort of falls out. So, but you can loop it into his fingers. It takes a little work. And there you go. And he throws it around, and he's flying! It's a flying alien horse guy. Yeah. I really was happy to see this figure. I think Bill has been a really popular cult character over the years. Out of all the figures in the Marvel Universe, he's really never changed from what he was. If you see this guy in the shelves, and let me just tell you right now, usually when it comes to the new Marvel Universe figures, I see them once, and then I never see him again. So if you see this guy, pick him up. Seriously. If you're a fan of Better Ray Bill, pick him up. If you're not, then obviously you're not going to touch him. Don't pass him up. It's your old pal Chuck. For Better Ray Bill, I'll see you next time.